All right, thanks, Jordan. And we got a Luigi here.
That's a spicy meatball.
I like it. We forced him to dress up. You know what I'm saying? All right. So anyway, this is Greg Cantor with Murray Lampert Design, Build, Remodel. Just in case you didn't know that, he's in disguise. We have Louie from Gopher-B-Gone. How are you?
Good morning, fellas. Good morning.
All right. So we know you deal with gophers at
Yes.
Gopher-B-Gone, but what other common pests do you handle for homeowners?
Well, we handle all structural and landscape pests. Basically rats, mice, ants, any insects that may invade your trees or shrubs around your home. We also do wildlife trapping. So there's a pretty wide spectrum of what we can accomplish.
So what are the common issues in San Diego County when it comes to insects and rodents? What should people look out for?
The biggest problem we're seeing right now is mostly ants and rats. So a lot of, as everybody knows, a lot of ants, all of a sudden you wake up one morning, they're in your house.
Millions of them, yeah.
Yeah, rats, same thing. All of a sudden they show up. There's also a big infestation of them. It could go fast.
You were saying ants can come after a rain, or even when it's really hot, they come into your house to try to get water. Is that what brings them out?
Right. Ants are constantly on the move for water and food. So they're out foraging around all the time.
So what's your recommendation? How do you handle an ant problem? What do you actually do?
Well, for the exteriors, we do a spray around the house, try to find the colony. If it's easy to find the colony, we'll use a baiting system, put bait traps down. That way they can take it back to the colony, share it with the colony, and it usually takes care of the problem.
But is it a long-term thing that you do annually, or how often do you need to worry about it?
Sometimes it can be a one-shot deal. Other times it takes management over time.
Okay, and I know, because I live on a canyon, rats and mice are a big problem.
Yeah.
Let's jump into that, how you deal with those rodents and what to do to keep them from coming in your house too.
Yeah, rats can be a big problem. They're very destructive. If they get into your home, they can get into your attic and stuff. So a big part of that is trapping them and removing them. Also is sealing up any holes or entry points that go into your home.
Now here's a question I've got, because my dad had a huge rat problem for a while, also living on a canyon, Greg. Interesting that you bring that up, but they actually were told the first thing they needed to do was trim back all the branches that lead from the tree onto the roof. That's how they were getting there the easiest, right?
Right, yeah, because rats will jump onto your roof and then they'll find their way in somehow.
Well, and they love palm trees too, so when you have a lot of palm trees around your home, that can cause problems as well.
Yeah, they'll eat those little berries that grow on the big palms.
All right, Robin, you are chomping at the bit. She's got some questions for
Sure.
Gopher-B-Gone here, and yeah, look at you. I love this.
Yes, well, I love all things scary.
Yes.
But not in my home. So what are some of the most scariest things that you have to deal with?
Boy, most people freak out on any insect or any rodent, but tarantulas are awesome. They're huge spiders. I'm sure a lot of people have seen them. I'd like to bring you some so you can...
Oh, yes, I would
She's
love
so
it.
excited. This is great.
And black widows too, I bet, are pretty scary for people to come across.
Yeah, they're pretty scary. They hurt too if you get bit.
Okay, and tell me, what is this?
This
little
here is
contraption?
a tool that I made up for catching snakes.
Oh, very good.
So if
okay.
you have rattlers or any other snakes that you want to get rid of,
No thanks, no
Do
way.
you have like a
I'll take care of
flute that you play to charm them, and then you get them into a basket or
yeah,
something?
I'll drill some holes here for you for that. Okay.
Now, I might be able to fly on this, but what do you use this for?
This here is a de-webbing tool.
De-webbing, okay.
And what I do is go around the house, around the bottom of the house, and the top around the eaves, and take away all the webs, gets the spiders scattering, and you can spray them easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now
Cleans it up, too.
I know you talked about rats and the ants. Are there any other pests that are maybe more regional to San Diego or other areas?
Well, rats and ants exist everywhere. Gophers, mostly in the inland areas. Tarantulas, mostly in the inland areas. And it just,
To remember that.
climate depends on where certain species exist too. So.
Okay.
So you handle rats, gophers, but you also do monthly service on extermination, pest control as well, right?
Right, we can do monthly, every other month, or quarterly, or as needed. in some cases, we can knock something out right away.
Which, by the way, as I understand it, correct me if I'm wrong. When it comes to gophers, it's not a one-shot deal usually. It's you gotta attack them, time after time, get them gone over a while.
Right.
Yeah.
Management is the key there, because in a lot of properties, you have gophers and your neighbors have them too. So if I'm taking care of one property, it's good to continually maintain that property, because if the neighbors don't cooperate, then you're stuck with the bill.
So then the homeowner can just call you up. You'll come out and do an inspection and then make recommendations, right?
Correct. All our inspections are free. We can show up, give you a good management plan, and we'll go forward from there.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. As I said, I love talking all things scary, but I also love all things porcelain tile. So we're going to head out to Thompson Building Supply and look at what Jordan, my pretty, has to show us.